Hey, what's going on, tribe? It's Red again, just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So, I think it's going to be one of them crazy Matrix talk videos, but yeah, we'll just go with it anyway. So, what's it called? I've been watching this series, yeah, and basically it's called Ozark, right? So in this series, you know how they in the system they kind of basically show you what they want you to see, right? And it's like in a way it's like kind of programming. So once you start seeing certain things, you kind of just accept it, right? So like in the Matrix, right? So basically they'll give you little bits of information, like true information. Some of it's true, some information is very true, and then some of them is not true, but then because people kind of see it a certain way, they make it manifest as true, right? So in the series, yeah, you have like this white family working for like the cartel. So they're married and they got 2 kids, and then the kids find out that they're working for the cartel and blah blah blah. So fast forward now near the end, in the middle of the series now. So this cop starts trying to investigate them, and the woman's pregnant, right? So I was like, all right, cool. So she's pregnant. Like, you don't see none of her husband around and all that, right? And then next minute she has the baby, and you still don't see no husband in that round, right? So I was like, okay, so this is like the image that they're trying to project on people, like single mothers and all this from the household, from different households, right? So it's what's it called? Yeah, I find it interesting. Because that's what they like to do. They like to kind of label like and project different what's it called, images of different things, right? So like they'll say the black household will have like a single mother raising kids and blah blah blah, which is mainly true, right? But that is like a strategy from what happened to do with slavery, right? Like, for you guys out there that are interested in like slavery and black history, right? Check out a book called How to Make a Slave by Willie Lynch, right? And it basically explains to you how you make a slave and how you disrupt the household, and by following them certain laws or certain things that they say in this book, right? It basically keeps it running for like generations, right? And we're basically seeing it unfold. Like the teachings and how things are going on. Like, even, right, so basically what the book was saying, remember to always take what resonates for you, yeah? Don't take my word for it, yeah? Don't believe everything. Just go with what feels right for you. So in the book it said the teachings will last for 300 years. And when was it? I can't even remember when the book was made. When was it? I think it was written in I don't know, something like when I was reading it was talking about it was like the 1970s, right? No, the 1700s, right? And then when he said it would last for like 300 years, that would bring it up to like 2000, right? Was it 2000s? Yeah, something between the 2000s. And between like the 2000s, we're seeing like a big shift in general, right? I'm not saying they're linked or whatever, but it's just interesting to see how things are kind of playing out in the Matrix. But even with that, I was watching some videos on YouTube, and it's not even just YouTube, just how even the crime is and stuff, right? Because the majority of crime that goes on is mainly like, listen, crime affects everyone, right? But I'm saying the major crime is mostly black on black crime. You don't see other races trying to exterminate each other the way black people do, right? And this goes in the the US and the UK, because the stuff that's been going on over here is just wild. But I think what is it? And you can it's what's the word? You can see that how it is playing out by the jail system. Yeah, the people in jails are mainly black and brown people, right? You can do the research on that as well. There's like statistics and stuff. But in the US, it's more. In the US, I know it's more like a business, because people, the more money you have, you can buy jails and stuff like that. In the UK, it's not really like that. So it's more of a business, and they gotta keep the business going. It's like the system. They have to keep people working and doing certain things to keep the system running, because without workers, then there ain't no system, and then without that, there is no energy supply for these entities, right? So yeah, that was quite interesting. And another thing is, like I said, things are changing very rapidly. Like we're in October, we're in like the middle of October, and it is warm. It's really warm. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, it's just going to get warmer and warmer, I think, because what's it called, the solar maximum, supposedly, yeah, is meant to last. Is it another couple years? A couple years or something, yeah. So if it's still going to be increasing, yeah, it's just going to be, yeah, things are going to change dramatically, and everything is happening to kind of push people's consciousness and to make people aware and question certain things. Like, what's it called, the last week or so, it's it is, yeah, some of my lessons have actually been coming out, yeah. And when you got some of your life lessons and some of the life lessons, soul contracts, and it's like ancestral karma to clear, when you're actually facing these things, yeah, they are very difficult and very challenging, and they are very uncomfortable, right? So I've been trying to work with that, and it's very, yeah, some of it is very uncomfortable. And I was also talking to my friend the other day about how important it is for people to speak. And I was speaking to two friends about this actually recently. I don't know, we were just talking and we just randomly got on the subject about just speaking, right? Because I've been trying to work on this throat chakra for ages, right? And it's not easy being able to talk about what you got going on inside, and self-expression, and speaking one's truth, right? Yeah, I've been getting way better with it, but I'm still not there yet, right? So my friend was talking about having counselling or whatever, and I was like, oh, you know what, yeah, counselling is really good, because I had counselling many years ago, and I just started again just to try to work through this ego stuff, because it is very important to be able to talk to someone and get a different point of view of stuff, right? Because in the black community, right, going to therapists and asking for help, yeah, is very frowned upon. Why is this? This is just a question. Why is this? Yeah, it's not a sign of weakness. So yeah, like you talk to a lot of black people, and they just hold a lot of shit to the chest, innit? And yeah, they're just holding it all to the chest, and it is very damaging. What you're holding in, basically what you hold to the chest or holding in, you're keeping it there, and it's keeping it stagnant. There's no movement, right? So if you speak to, in bloody, I was just watching a few like shows and stuff, and you got a lot of Americans, oh yeah, I'm in therapy and I'm on this medication and that medication and that, and then when with black people you don't hear any of that. Yeah, they just, well, ganja, yeah, organic ganja that you get from the source, right, is it's an antidepressant, anti-anxiety, it's a natural herb, right? But this is what people are smoking right now is just complete garbage. It's not good for your brain. It's probably making everything a lot worse, right? That's why you're seeing a lot of psychosis and because the things that people are smoking right now is just insane, isn't it? But why is this? That's tropical American Cannabis. I don't know where it is. Like Cadillac. Might be a Cadillac. Yeah. Hopefully you get to see it. I don't know. I don't know how to switch the camera around. Yeah, when you see like white people, they say, yeah, I'm going counselling, I'm seeing a therapist and blah blah blah. But in the black community now, it's very frowned upon. Not frowned upon, but they just like to keep shit to the chest and don't like to talk about certain things and try to work through certain things. I think that's also to do with a lot of trauma and also programming, right? I don't know why. But yeah, counselling, I would recommend counselling for anyone, whatever you're going through. And even if you're not going through anything, just to talk and to just get someone's view on things and just to open up and to explore different things. Because, yeah, our view of things isn't always right. Yeah, you can have your opinion and do certain things, but it's always good to get someone else's opinion and someone else's point of view to make you question your own thoughts and actions, man. Yeah, which is interesting. So yeah, man, talking is so important. I'm not just saying just for black people. Well, yeah, no, yeah, it's like black people don't like to talk about anything, Jesus. But yeah, talking is so important. It helps you express and just get things off your chest, man. Because holding things is not good, so not good. But yeah, so I'd recommend it to anyone. But also, yeah, things are changing very rapidly. Like time is literally speeding up. I keep saying this. Like, if you think about it, where has this year gone? This year has literally flown by. Like, we're already, listen, 2025 is in 2 months, basically. So time is speeding up. It's going to be interesting to see how things unfold, you know. And also remember, so, I don't know, there's a lot coming out right now, just to be aware of false information. They've been saying it for the longest, like since 2020 and shit, but like there's a lot of false light out there and false prophets saying you should do this and you should be vegan, and don't get me wrong, like you have to do what is good for you. Listen to your body, yeah? Whatever your body is guiding you to do that. Like, there's a lot of people, oh, you should be a vegan. Don't get me wrong, being vegan is really good for your body, but you don't have to do that to be spiritual or to raise your vibration. Or doing certain things. Like, we're here to experience, and people think, oh yeah, you got to keep your vibration high as possible and this and that. Dude, you have to try to keep your vibration high, right? But you're also here to experience, yeah, like emotions. You can't just be happy all the time, and because then you're not going to be experiencing the lows and the challenges and the growth, you know. So it's about going through the ups and the downs to make the most of your whole human experience. Because if you was just happy all the time, then there's no balance, and it's about balance. Yeah, so you'd be very mindful of what you're consuming and the false light. There's a lot of false prophets out there, innit? So just be mindful of that. 14:15 on the clock. And yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see how things change in it, yeah? Because the way society is run is not the way humans are meant to be living. Like, yeah, listen, the last few weeks, listen, it's just been mad. I've been seeing so many natural disasters, like a lot of trees falling down and shit. A lot of people have been walking, and a lot of people have actually been run over. Like, I've seen a lot of red tape recently. I think the other week, my friend's neighbour ended up trying to kill himself and that. So there's a lot going on right now, yeah. And if you're not adjusting or evolving, you're going to start finding it very, very difficult here, because we're going places, right? On an energy level, we're shifting. You know, like the world is going to look very, like even in the last 4 years. Imagine 2020 was 4 years ago. Where the world is going to look very different very soon. No, not even very soon, but it's just going to look very different in the years to come. So yeah, it's just I don't know. The world has changed dramatically since 2020, and this is just the beginning. Like I keep saying, it's a marathon, not a race, right? So yeah, make sure you're taking it slow and just taking care of yourselves, man. But anyway, gang, this video is getting a bit long, so yeah, I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon anyway. Peace, love and light, right?